Harper Perennial and HarperAudio present An Ordinary Age, Finding Your Way in a World That Expects Exceptional by Rainesford Stauffer, read by Jaime Lamchick. One. On being ordinary. You always think the moments that will change your life the most are the ones we've been trained to recognize. At graduation, we move our tassel, we get a job we don't mind, we label our boxes and move to new cities. We take our Polaroid camera with us when we stay out late with our best friends in a new place, meeting new people. We know it when we're in it. These are the times of our lives, so they say. It's implied everywhere, and sometimes said explicitly by well-meaning parents and mentors, popular culture that illustrates coming of age as self-exploration and adventure tidily wrapped up by the finale scene, and maybe even a fixation on youth and being young. These are the best years of your life. These are the times you can't get back. This is the chance you have to make your life extraordinary. It echoed in my brain like a 2000s pop hit I didn't remember memorizing during my own checkered collection of milestones in young adulthood, dropping out of college, returning to my hometown like life was rewinding, searching for ways to make myself more, braver and bolder, more fearless, less cautious, more likable, whatever that means. What should have been sing-song aspiration sounded more like a threat. When anything can happen, the pressure is on to make sure everything does. If you're a young adult today, or even just know a young adult today, it's a challenge not to feel as though finding yourself has been turned into a competitive sport. Now, it seems, striving to be extraordinary, being exceptional, and being special are the same as being capable, being fulfilled, and being happy. We have so-called dream jobs and side hustles just to try to pay the bills, college rankings that tell us where our formative years fall on the scale of public opinion, and which education is supposedly worth all the debt. Omnipresent illustrations of best lives, bodies, and selves constantly play out on Instagram, and the churn of perfectionism has radically amped up expectations that turn perfect into a theoretically meetable standard. There are new timelines for entering young adulthood, and what it means to be a fulfilled young person is being rethought in real time. But the myth of a best self and a best life, following certain patterns and meeting certain benchmarks, remains. Within that, there are the real-life pressures. Lack of a helpful, substantial social safety net, systemic racism and discrimination, and a world literally on fire. Figuring out how to avoid getting sick so you don't rack up medical debt, doing math on a napkin to assess how you'll ever be able to take care of your parents on your current salary, pondering whether all the messy pieces of your life will eventually feel steady and cohesive. There's lifestyle expectations that are just not a practical part of life for a lot of young adults, sprawling from saving a certain amount of money by a certain age, pressure to make memories before the moment has even passed, knowing what you're good at and going after it. The right kind of social life so you never feel lonely, and, above all, doing it with total confidence that whatever you're doing is the best thing you could be doing. There are milestones we're supposed to be hitting, moving out and apartments that are furnished, real jobs, and being prepared enough to map out a 5-year plan for our dreams, despite a world that makes thinking that far in advance all but impossible. At the same time, young adults are supposed to be having the wild and free adventures that supposedly define this life period. There's a lot going on. This time of life also marks a point when you're conscious of growth occurring. It can be seen, with young adulthood being hyped as the part meant for moves for jobs or school, new circles of friends, all the big firsts of becoming an adult, from being able to pick your own groceries to landing a job that puts the college degree you went into debt for to use. It can be felt, too, when we start asking the big questions. What matters to me? Who am I supposed to be in the world? Is everyone else as overwhelmed as I am? Everything is just beginning, young adults are told. You can be anything. And sometimes...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?